Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday.
Hey,
How are you, Lizzie? How's your Sunday going?
I'm good. I'm back at work tomorrow. I haven't been at work since Wednesday, so that's going to be pretty crazy. I filmed a lot of Vlogmas videos this week. I've put my Christmas tree up, so I've been very busy the past 4 days.
Gonna
How
make you
has
full
your week been?
screen.
Oh my god, no.
Oh no! Wait, your tree looks so cute.
Thank you. So I was going to go with just pink, and then I realised
Mhm.
that I have a lot of red things. Like just there, you can see the Christmas key, and there's a
Oh,
goofy
I do see
there.
it.
So it's a bit of a mismatch, but I really, really like it.
I like
Um,
it.
and it's a 5 foot tree as well.
I think it's really pretty, and like you don't really see a lot of like white Christmas trees, and it's
Yeah.
on like the thinner side, right? The tree.
Um, I think it's just because I'm kind of sat in
Oh,
front
okay.
of
I'm gonna
it,
make you full screen
but
again.
I'm
Oh,
kind of sat in front of it, so I'm like
oh,
hiding most of it. But it's quite short. It's shorter than me. It's 5 foot instead of 6. That means
okay.
I can reach the top without having to get like steps or anything like that. But how was your week, Mel?
Same happens to me. I'm 5'4". So like I'm not very tall. In our tree, I'm pretty sure it's like 6 feet. It's just like the standard. So when I need to get to the top, I need to get on my tippy toes or get like a little step ladder or call for Dirk, be like, Dirk, can you put up the tree, the star on the tree? Um, but I mean, week has been crazy. I feel like this year, this month, the week, a lot of stuff going on, but you know, I'm just really excited because this week we have Thanksgiving here in the U.S.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's kind of like the official start for like Christmas and things like that. My plan is to put up our Christmas tree Wednesday night.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see. And I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. Good morning, Matt Dorks, Christian and Michael, Lori Jean. Good morning, Horror Collector Fiend. Good morning the Jody and Laura Life, Park Pioneer, Carrie, good morning. Am I missing anybody? Hopefully not. But if I did miss someone, I didn't do it on purpose. Thank you so much for being here on this Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, if it's afternoon where you live, or Sunday evening, if it's evening where you're at right now. And we have a lot to talk about this morning, don't we, Lizzie?
Yeah, we do. I mean, not much is to be released, but we've had a few things released in the past week, haven't we?
Yes, definitely. So, you should we start with Toy Story this morning?
Yep.
Okay. So this morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific, Shop Disney released the Toy Story Key and Key Pin. I'm actually going to share my screen right now. Let's see. Shop Disney. All right. Let me know if you can see it.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So let me go ahead and search for key. Just going the lazy way here, or the easiest way. We're gonna sort by new. Which, by the way, before I sort by new, I want to point out that it's pretty crazy that these items are still available. The
Yeah,
Fantasia
definitely.
key pin and the key, and even the collectible key set, which I think they're all great. And I'm surprised that they're still available. So if you guys were looking to get that, it's still available. So we're gonna sort by newest, and then here we have it. So we have the new Toy Story 25th anniversary collectible key. It is a box key, as you can see. It is special edition. It is limited to two per guest, and these are some of the specifications. I think it's a really cute key. Now, you guys had this in the UK, like what, like in the summertime, right? It was like a while ago.
I feel like that was the one that released the day I moved house in August. Do you remember?
Okay.
I was really worried that I'd miss out on it because I
Now
was
that
moving
you
that day.
Yeah, now that you say that, yes, because I was thinking, I know it must have released between like around either the end of July or like August, so that does make sense. Um, so yeah, but you managed to get it, right?
Yeah, I've actually, while we're off the screen, I've gone and got it because I remembered that I had that one. We haven't had the pin yet. The pin is releasing tomorrow at 8 a.m. I haven't decided whether I'm going to get it. Probably will, but it's just just ordering one little pin and then having to pay almost half the price of the pin to get it shipped. I
So
feel like
hold
I
on.
need to find something else.
The pin released separately from
Yeah.
the key?
Yeah, I have a feeling that that wasn't a thing back in August, and then when they
Oh,
announced
the
that you
pins.
guys were gonna get it, they decided because, we got the Fantasia pin on Friday when the Fantasia key released, and I'm pretty sure they're still available, don't quote me on it, but I know they were yesterday. But we get this pin tomorrow, so providing I remember, I will probably get it because I've got the Pluto key and I've got the Fantasia key, so it just makes sense.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's I was looking to see if there's like an edition size. It just really says special edition, so I don't know if it's kind of treated like a limited release type of release to be redundant. um so I mean, I think that the way that they're coming out with these pins, it's really cute. I like that the backer card, it kind of looks like a shield in a way.
Yeah.
And I think it's so cute. I want to say it's kind of going to be like the new thing with the keys, where if it's like a box key, you'll get like a pin also.
Yeah.
Um, so this morning I was telling Lizzie, I forgot. Oh my goodness, I forgot that the keys were the key pin and the actual key were getting released at 10 in the morning. So I kind of remember around like 10, 13, and I'm like, oh no. So I went on Shop Disney, and then I entered, the infamous virtual queue. So I'm like, great, what's going to happen? Luckily, I was able to get in quickly. But then when I first tried to check in or check out, it said that the items were out of stock. So I was telling Lizzie, I was like, well, this was going to happen at some point. They're coming out with so many keys that it's going to be hard to keep up, especially since Lizzie and I, we also collect other items. I collect my pins. She collects her plushies, her Wishables, and things like that. So it's really hard to keep up with all these releases. So this morning, I was like, okay, well, it's going to happen. I'm not going to be upset because maybe I'll try to get it. And if I don't get it, I know that there are some keys that I won't be able to get, like the Duke Kaboom key that Lizzie and I have been talking about. She's been trying to get that. I would like to get it as well because we have been collecting the keys. So I would like to get as many of them as possible. But literally 2 minutes before the stream started, I told Lizzie, let me check Shop Disney again and see what happens if I try to check out. Well, it let me purchase it. But for some reason, earlier when I did it, around like 10:15, 10:30, it kept on telling me that the items were sold out. But it was once you add them to your cart and you try to check out, it was telling me, oops, the items are not available. And I'm like, what on earth is going on? I mean, the Fantasia key is still there and the key pin they're both still there. What's going on with Toy Story? And like I said, literally 2 minutes before the stream, I told Lizzie, let me just check. And I was able to get them through using my phone. I used the browser on my phone rather than the app. I feel like I haven't been using the app at all lately to get these items. So I went on my browser and I was able to get them. I see that McDorf just got them. Yeah. So, and I think they're not horribly priced. $12.99 for the key, and for the pin is not, it's not horribly priced. What do you think,
No.
Lizzie?
I think it's quite decent. They're £10 in the UK when they release, which is why I said it's like almost half to pay the shipping. Kerry said just buy a plush, but I don't get paid until Friday. So I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to wait and see whether it's still available on Friday, but that seems a little bit risky.
Yeah. Definitely, but I'm pretty happy I was able to get the keys because I was like, well, that's it. I was thinking of like Winnie in Hocus Pocus, like, that's it, we're doomed. Bye bye world. I was like, bye bye keys. So I'm happy that I was able to get them. And yeah, if you guys were looking to get these keys or the key pin, they are available right now. Like I said, I literally just got it 2 minutes before the stream started. So definitely good luck to you guys getting the key. And Lizzie, we have more key news to talk about. So I know you wanted to share something with us.
Yeah, before I do that, speaking of the Duke Boom key, I've got a fantasy pin.
Okay.
So, my friends on
I'm gonna make you full
Instagram,
screen so that we can see a little better.
Adam at Flanimation and the Instagram account Buzz We Are Your Parents made this together, and they messaged me and they were like, I know you were upset about not getting the key. So we made this pin, and I think it cost me like £15, and it comes with this like Duke Kaboom sticker and this backing card. And I just think it's really,
Oh,
really sweet because they knew how badly I wanted it. Like, Buzzwe or your parents message me every so often, and they'll be
yeah.
like, "I've seen one on eBay for £85," and I'm like, "I won't pay over 50." And he's like, "Right,
Yeah.
okay, I'll try and find one for 50." Like, I mean, they cost like 30, I would say,
Yeah.
at most. So going over cost is like something I wouldn't normally do, but you guys know that I just usually won't pay double. That's usually my thing. I won't pay double what something's worth. But I really, really like that.
I
And
like it
like I said,
too.
we get the Toy Story pin tomorrow. We've already got the Toy Story key. Um, so that's the key. It did release on the day I moved house because I remember now actually, and Park Pioneer confirmed it in the comments. They had to get me one just in case I missed out because we had no internet. So I was really
Right.
worried that I wouldn't be able to get it. But I did. I obviously got it sent here because I knew we wouldn't be at the old house. I really like it. It's a bit similar to the Toy Story 4K, but I really like Toy Story, so I'm not bothered at all.
Yeah.
But the UK are getting another key on the 7th of December. I'm just going to share my screen to you because I didn't think we'd get this one because
Right.
we don't have that like list thing that you guys get,
Oh, the little
that
catalog.
PDF.
Okay,
Yeah,
let me see. I think I got it here. There we go.
yeah. So we are getting this on the 7th. As you can see, there's not really any indication that there's going to be a key pin, but there probably will be.
Right, right.
So it's one of those. We have to buy something that's £20 or over. We can't just buy the key, but I'm sure by then there'll be something else I want. Like there's a few Christmas plushes that I don't have. There's Christmas ornaments I don't have. The only thing is, it's the same week as Minnie. So this is the 7th, and Minnie is the 10th. So that's going to be a very expensive week.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Because if I'm not mistaken, our main attraction comes out on December 8th.
Yeah.
And now, so since you're talking about ornaments, and I see the child at the bottom, are you gonna get the child's Christmas ornament? They have this really cute one on Shop Disney.
Yes.
Did you get
You
it
can
already?
see me, but no one else can see me.
I know. I'm gonna put you full screen in a little bit because I want to talk about the key a little bit more. So this key, the US should be getting it too. I was telling Lizzie that I heard it through the grapevine that don't quote me on it, but rumor is that we're gonna get it in the US on Christmas Day. So
I
definitely
don't
be
really like that idea. Like, you're all
yeah.
going to be so busy with your families. Like, they shouldn't be expecting you to go on a website and buy something. Like, Christmas Eve, I could argue would be acceptable, but not Christmas Day.
Yeah, it's just a rumor. So because you know how you and I and I'm sure a lot of people here in the chat are part of like many Facebook groups and things like
Yeah.
that. So in one of the groups that I'm in, that was the rumor that possibly on Christmas Day. So we'll see what happens. I definitely want to get this key. I think it's really cute. It's definitely different from what we've gotten before, and I'm really glad that Baby Yoda or the child is getting his own key.
Yeah,
So,
me too. I mean,
so
it's a
that's
little bit simple. Like, the D has, like, no, like, detail on it whatsoever. So that's quite a new thing, just to have a very, very plain D. But he's super cute. I'm just glad that they haven't really put any restrictions on. They used to do this thing where you had to buy from a certain range to be able to get the key, which I think they realise now they can't do because they haven't got the stock to tell people that they've got to just buy Star Wars merchandise because they would have loads of keys left over because they haven't got enough stock, if that makes sense.
yeah. I see Joe's comment. She said Disneyland Paris did a crystal stitch key and it was beautiful. Weren't we talking about a crystal key some time ago? Was it Mulan? It was like a crystal key too.
Yeah, I think they did a Snow White one as well.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember like talking about this crystal key and how like it sounded, and I think we even saw a picture and it looked so pretty, very breakable, but but
Yeah,
very pretty.
yeah,
Let's see. So I think Christmas is way different in the US though, Lizzie, and all the stuff that is closed over here is like Christmas traditions. They're like the cinema, etc.
yeah. Like I think like Thanksgiving is more important to you guys, but because we don't have that, Christmas is like the most important thing to us. Like everything is closed Christmas Day apart from like certain restaurants because some people go out Christmas Day.
Yeah.
But everything's closed pretty much.
Yeah, like I mean, Christmas is still, it's super, important here. Um but because we also have Thanksgiving, like Thanksgiving, it's one of those things where we kind of talk about what we're, thankful for. And to me, Thanksgiving is more of a family
Yeah,
holiday. I mean, so is Christmas, but I think Thanksgiving it just focuses more on being together and thankful because there's no gifts involved. Um, so that's why I think Thanksgiving is just also like very special. But
yeah,
hey, I'm all about Christmas. I love my Christmas. Um, and good morning, Eric, two boys and their pops. Yeah, Christmas is always going to be magic when you're with family. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just I feel like that's what makes every holiday just that being with your family and your loved ones, your friends. That definitely makes every holiday special. So we have a lot more to talk about. I know that key wise, we're still gonna have that Disney Soul key
yeah.
eventually, and then we're gonna
There's
get
no date, is there? Is it just November?
I have to look into that. I have a feeling I thought I gotta go back and check, but I feel like D23 members are gonna get access to it a little bit early. So I'm actually gonna go on my phone real quick and I'm gonna go on the D23 website because I feel like I read somewhere that that was gonna be the case, that D23 members were gonna have access to it a little early. So I'm actually doing a quick search on my phone right now, which it kind of makes me feel better about renewing my my D23
Yeah,
membership because since we're not really getting together for like events or anything, then it kind of gives you
yeah,
some extra perks for having a paid membership. But I'm going to actually look into that. If that is the case, I am going to post it on my Instagram and just kind of see what
yeah.
happens. But before we move on with the keys, I want to see the child ornament. We were talking about this
Yes.
ornament. I'm going to make you full screen one more time so that we can see a little better. That is adorable.
He actually belongs to my mom, but I'm filming a video next weekend where I show all of the Christmas decorations I've bought this year because I think I've bought about 15. So this is my mom's technically, but he's just so, so cute. And like the way they've done it, it's like flocked in certain places. You know how like you
Mhm.
can get flocked pops? They've kind of like flocked his jacket and his little blanket. So it's like really nice to touch. And it's just, I had to get this one. Even if my mom didn't want it, I would have got it for myself.
I think it's super cute. Good morning, Mary.
Hey,
Thank you for
Mary.
joining us. So Joe was saying that she said you're sorted then, Lizzie, if it's
Yeah.
early access again. So there you go. No, it's something that
Yeah.
should be
You
good.
know how I always say I know a guy? It's now become I know Joe because Joe got me the boxed Fantasia key.
Oh, that's awesome. You see, so you know a guy and you know a Joe.
Yeah,
Technically, you know two Joes.
I do.
Aha.
Um, he's back at work tomorrow. He's very grumpy about it. He's
Aw.
been off for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting real again, back to being
Yeah,
physically in the office. But yeah, we still have so much more to talk about. We've been talking about keys and stuff for almost 20 minutes, and we still have so much more. Do you have any oh, we do have something else we want to show, which is Minnie Mouse main attraction. So we just
yeah,
had the Jungle Cruise Minnie Mouse main attraction, which was the 11th release within this collection. We had Merch Pass here in the US. I didn't get picked for the pins, neither did Dirk. He did get picked for the ears, but I ended up not getting the ears because I wasn't super crazy about the ears. And I'm trying to control my spending. And what I really want is the pins. So I didn't get picked for the pins, but I'm hoping that next week when they actually release the items to the public, I can get the pins. If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be November 25th that we're going to have the Minnie Mouse main attraction Jungle Cruise release for the public. But you do have some of the items with you, right?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. It released on Wednesday. They've started doing this thing now where 10 minutes before the hour, they're there on the new page. Usually
Hmm.
they're hidden and you have to find them, but they're there now, but you can't add them to your basket.
Okay.
So you just kind of have to wait until 8 o'clock and then click on the link and then it'll work. But if you click on it before that, there's no option to add it to bag,
Okay.
which is really frustrating. The website wouldn't let my mum check out, so I ordered the pins like I usually do. And I got mine fine, and then I went downstairs to see how my mum had got on with the plush and the mug, and she was like, "It keeps kicking me out at checkout. It won't accept any of my cards." So I just went back in and put in an order for the plush and the mug. And then the plush, I I can't even believe this happened. The plush shipped on Friday,
Okay.
and the pins shipped on Friday, and they both arrived on Saturday. But the mug
Oh,
hadn't shipped, and I was really worried because of that conversation we had last week where you said that the mug was being delayed in the
yeah, that's what it
US.
said in the US. Yeah.
Yeah. So I spoke to a few people who said, oh, their mug had shipped. And I was like, what the hell's gone on with my mug? So I sat on the online chat with Disney Saturday morning. I was 17th in the queue. By the time I got to number one, I got a shipping email. So I had to leave the chat because I didn't need to ask them where my mug
Right,
was
right.
anymore. But I went downstairs to my mum and I was like, that wasn't fair. Like, why couldn't they have just shipped it all together? Because now my plush came in a bag when it usually comes in a box with the mug. And the
Hmm.
mug's coming in a box just by itself. So it's got
Okay.
nothing to stop it like banging around the box. So I suspect I'm going to have a broken mug. I'm really stressed out about it.
Well, hopefully
But
not.
but the plush and the pins are behind me. A bit too far
Aw.
behind me. I didn't plan that out very well. So here she is. She's actually like,
I'm
I
gonna make
knew
you
she'd
full
be pretty.
screen so that we can see a little better. And good morning, Dan. Thanks for, or
Hi,
good
Dan.
afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
I knew she'd be pretty, but like, I'm still blown away with how pretty she is. Like, you know me, I don't like animal print usually, but I think it's been done really, really well. And this colour is more of like a cream than a white because it looked white in that picture. I'm not really a fan of this because like the the Peter Pan boat where it kind of like pushed her ear back, it's doing that again. And I
Okay.
don't really like when it does that. But the ears came bent again because it was in a bag. But I'm really, really happy she's here. And the pins came in a bubble mailer and they're not actually destroyed this month, which is good.
Yay.
Usually I've got like a really bent backing card, but they are in the parks now, Mel. Is there anyone that could go and get them for you?
So I talked to Laura and see if maybe she sees them at the park next time she goes, she can grab them for me. But I'm also going to just kind of keep an eye out on the website and
Yeah.
see if they kind of pop up. Because you know what popped up last week? The Haunted Mansion pins for Minnie Mouse
Oh,
main
really?
attraction. Yeah, but I feel like it seemed like they had a decent amount of items at the parks. Because if I'm not mistaken, Christian, correct me if I'm wrong. Christian has sent me a picture like after it was released on the website with like all of these items available at the
Yeah.
park. I forget it was a Disney Springs Christian. And everything he was like, "Do you need anything?" So yeah.
Yeah. I personally don't like that. Like, you've all gone in for Merch Pass and not gotten it, and then it just appears in the parks. I'm like, you should really fulfill the orders for the people that asked for it on Merch Pass before dropping it in the parks. I don't really agree with that strategy.
Yeah, because before they used to have it at the parks and also online. Laura's like me, because Laura picked up a couple of pins for me over at Disney Springs, and then I asked her to see if she could see if main attraction was there. But if I'm not mistaken, Laura said that they're not gonna have main attraction at Disney Springs. It's only at the parks. So Laura, if you do go to the parks and see it, let me know. If not, I'm just gonna keep an eye out for the pins on the website. And yes, Christian said that yes, they did have a lot of stock of the Haunted Mansion pins and merch items later on. So yeah, definitely. Um, it gives me hope for next month too, because
Yeah,
let me see, because I really want to be able to get the last set, because I feel like the first set and the last set are typically like very important
yeah,
to the
yeah,
collection, especially since it's like fireworks, from all the castle, and all that good stuff. And then Dan is saying that some of the designs this year have been great in this mini series. I agree. Some of them have
yeah.
been like great. I mean, I definitely have some favorites. So I feel like we probably talk more about that in detail once the December release comes out. So we can kind of pick out our favorites and our least favorites, kind of like rank them. I think that'd be fun. What do you think, Lizzie? Do like our top 12?
Yeah, I did it with Mickey Memories, so I'm like kind of trying to think in my head how I would do it, and I've planned it into my schedule for January. But I need to see December because I'm not blown away by the picture. But is there really any month that I have been blown away by the picture? Like, I'm sorry to the person at Disney that makes the picture, but it never makes them look good.
I see what Andy's saying. The new shopping experience on Shop Disney UK was crazy. The bag was
Yeah.
when
Our
then
group chat
reappeared.
our group chat that day was going off because I was going, why won't it let me buy it? Why won't it let me buy it? It's there, but it won't let me buy it. And then Andy thinks that there's like some kind of bag verification thing going on because what happened to my mum was she put both items in her bag, just one. She went to pay and then it kicked her out saying that she got two of each in her bag when she didn't.
Ooh.
So I don't know whether if you click it more than once, like, being impatient, waiting for the page to load, maybe it puts two in your bag now.
I
But
see.
the website is an absolute shambles every single month. It's not even funny anymore.
Yeah, like I mean, it's funny because when it comes to these releases, I'm always really excited because I want my items, but I'm always kind of like, don't know what's gonna happen. It's either gonna be a great and smooth transaction, or it's going to give me like palpitations because I don't know what's
Yeah,
happening. Like this morning when I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have my key, like whatever, and then literally 2 minutes before the stream, I was able to get them. So we'll
yeah,
see. It's one of those just kind of keeps you
yeah.
guessing whether your transaction is going to be smooth or
The
not so.
December one stresses me out most because if you think about it, if you're not collecting all 12, one of 12 or 12 of 12 is the best one to get because if you just buy, like, say, the Tiki Room and you've
Right.
got one that says 5 of 12, that would really irritate me. Like, I've got one of the Donald Duck memories and I only have number one, so it says 1 of 12. So I
Okay.
can just kind of ignore the fact that there's 11 I'm missing. But the last month, I'm so nervous about it that I've actually put it outside of my Vlogmas schedule so that if I don't get it, it's not going to mess up my Vlogmas schedule. Like, that's how nervous I am about getting December's.
Yeah, like my whole plan for December one is that because I have an extra of the Space Mountain, the very first one,
Oh, yeah.
which I know that set is very valuable right now. It goes for a lot more than what the purchase price was. So I'm like, well, if I can get the last set, that would kind of be like something that I could try to trade for.
Yeah.
And depending on how popular this December set is, maybe I can trade that first set for that one and something else. You know how it is when you are trading and like just
Yeah.
the little bargains that you do and be like,
Yeah.
well.
You did
so
similar with the Midnight Masquerade, didn't you? You got the first set twice.
So yes, I got it. I got that first set twice. Good morning, Coffee Madness. Thanks for joining us. So yes, I did get the Maleficent set twice, which I have right here, just in case I could have one as a trader. And then the other week, I went to my Disney store, and then they had all the pins that I was missing.
That's good.
So I have them all here. It's like a mess on my table because I gotta figure out like how I'm going to display them. So, but I was really happy that I got all of them. I mean, I wasn't really happy when I realized how much I was spending in one shot let's see, I had gotten the first set and the second set. No problem, at my local Disney store. And then I missed out on the third set, and the fourth set. And then I managed to get Evil Queen the week before at another one of my stores. And then, or like, I forget before. Anyway, for this last visit, then I got Yzma, I got Ursula, and I got Hades. And I'm like, great, 3 pin sets. How much is gonna be? Try almost $100
Yeah.
because they were $30 a piece, and I just didn't really like. I knew it, but I didn't realize it, if that makes sense. So when I'm waiting for like, okay, how much do I need to pay? They're like, oh, almost $100. I'm like, I'm like, oh, do I get a Visa discount? They were like, no, because it's like limited, release. I'm like, already then.
Yeah. I think like that's why I prefer the weekly and the monthly releases, because at least you can kind of budget for it. Whereas like if you miss out, you've got to buy them all together, which is problematic. I mean, even Wishables, like Wishables are like $10. I've got Park Pioneer to get me 5, and Laura's got me 3, and I'm thinking, oh my god, that's $80, like just on some little plushes. But hopefully I get the set just so that I don't have to buy any more, because I'm spending way too much money on Wishables. This is for you, Park Pioneer. I've got Tropical.
Oh, look at that. And good morning, good afternoon, attraction seekers. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. And oh, I want a Capri Sun.
I'm really impressed that she knew it was a Capri Sun from the back of it.
Aw. I have a question for you. Did you see that new Mickey plush on Amazon that kind of is dressed like Walt?
No. What is that?
Let me see if I can find it. I'm just gonna stop the camera on my end so it doesn't look like I'm just staring into space right now. Let me see if I can find it. I know it's on the D23.
I have a feeling Park Pioneer is going to need to go and put an order in for me, like right
Um,
now.
Let me see. I'm trying to pull out the D23 website and
Is it
then
one of those monthly ones that they do?
I don't let's see. It's an early access. Okay, I'm gonna try to share my screen now. Oh, I thought you knew about this. Like I remember seeing it and I forget why I didn't do a post about this. All right, can you see it now?
Oh,
Have you not seen this?
no.
So D23 get early access to this, and looks like this was on Wednesday, so last week. So D23 members could visit the page. And there was going to be a link for this, but this is going to be available on Amazon. So I don't know if you were to go on Amazon right now, if the plush is still available. So basically, Mickey is kind of dressed as Walt. It is a limited edition plush. I don't know what the LE size is. Typically, it will say, but I don't see anything here. I'm not too sure what the price is. And I think if I click the link here. Let's see if it shows. Okay, so it just says that I have to be logged on, but I wonder if it's available now on Amazon,
I
because
really hope so.
so who's been really good at keeping up with oh, Christian just said he has it. I was gonna say, who's been really good at keeping up with these plush releases is Christian. So Christian, is it already released on Amazon for like the public to purchase? Let us know. We want to know. Okay. The Mickey is available. So you should be able to get it on Amazon, Lizzie. Christian, how much was it? Oh, there you go. Park Pioneer says $29.99 plus $49.99 shipping. Plus, is that right?
I don't know whether I can justify that, to be honest. That's crazy.
Is this a joke? Or are we like saying that it's a joke because it's expensive to share? I can't even talk.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's right, because like, you know how much your box cost to send to me. It was like $82, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I think before, like, weight, because yours really went on weight, didn't it? It would also go on size, and I've seen Christian and Michael's plushes of these before, and they're quite big, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Wow. Do you have Amazon Prime, Lizzie?
I do, yeah, just in the UK, so it wouldn't take that away. I wonder, Joe, would Amazon let you send it to Delaware first, maybe?
Is that where Joe has her US
Yeah.
address in Delaware? And I was like, Delaware's kind of
Yeah.
like a random place. Send to Delaware, and I'm like,
It was
fucking
really, really
Delaware.
funny. Like election day, I was like, "Are you sure you're not just sending your stuff to like Biden's house?" Because I found out he lived in Delaware. I was like, "Is that where it's going?"
That's too funny. I'm like, what's in Delaware? Should I know about this? Did you know, on a side note, that here in the US in Delaware, things are taxed. There's no sales tax. So if you go to the mall in Delaware, everything you buy is tax free. So
Really?
that is pretty neat. So for like the holidays, we try to go to this one mall called Christiana Mall in Delaware, and
Yeah.
it's a fairly big mall, and everything is tax free. So you make out like a bandit on like Black Friday. Do you guys have Black Friday sales?
We do, strangely enough. I
So
mean, we were talking before the stream. Like you said, do you celebrate Thanksgiving? And I was like, well, not really, because it's kind of like you guys celebrating that you are no longer controlled by us guys. But we get Black Friday. Like I worked in retail for 5 years up until last December. I think next week or the week after is my anniversary of me saying bye bye. But we always had a Black Friday sale. And the company I worked for did it over the span of a whole week rather than the day. So I had to come in at like 4 a.m. every day to get these like deals ready because I did the pricing. And every single year I was like grumbling to myself, going, "We don't have Thanksgiving. We don't deserve Black Friday."
oh, just take it, embrace that
Yeah.
Black Friday and get your deals. And good
I
morning,
mean,
Jeff and
all I'm
Angela
looking
from the
forward
stream.
to, like, I do get paid Black Friday, which is good. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing Disney's sale, seeing what Disney's selling. I know Pandora's sale has already started because the ring I really want is in the sale. Joe's not watching. I can't even hint that the ring I want is in the sale, but I was going to buy it myself anyway. It's just the Mickey to go with my mini that he got me, but
Oh, that's so
I'm
cute.
running out. I'm running out of fingers because I don't really want to wear a ring there, and I don't want a ring on that hand. So I don't know,
Yeah, like I
but
typically just wear these rings. I have my class ring right here, and then my wedding ring and stuff right here, but I don't wear any other rings. And yeah, good morning, Jeff and Angela from this dream. Thanks so much for joining us. Oh my gosh, joining us this morning. Carrie was asking how much do Wishables cost to ship? So it's a good thing that you asked that, or it's a good question. I just sent Lizzie one bag of Wishables in a bubble mailer, one of those like 8 by 10, so they're like about this size, bubble mailer. It was 14.50 to ship. I mean, it was a lot better than $83,
yeah,
but I don't know why it's so expensive, but I'm happy it's under $20, and Lizzie, you should be getting it hopefully soon. I know I send you
yeah,
tracking, so I feel like
yeah.
things that we have been sending each other, we've been getting within like what, like a week and a half.
Yeah, a week and a half, something like that. It usually
Yeah.
depends what day you send it. I've noticed if you send it on a Saturday, it takes about a week and a half. But if you send it in the week, it seems to take a week. I don't know whether
Yeah.
they just don't process the mail as quickly on weekends. I mean, I know we don't get post on Sundays in the UK because I remember you saying that you're going to the post office or something on a Sunday, and I was like, "They're not open here on a Sunday.
Oh,
What?"
on Saturday. So I go on Saturdays. I know it's once in a while, like once in a blue moon, we'll get a package delivered on a Sunday, which is really weird that it happens. But yeah, on Saturdays, and typically my post office is like crazy packed on Saturdays. So yeah, it's always an experience, and typically around the holidays it gets crazier. Like I can barely find any parking, but yeah, fun time. So hopefully you can get that plushie, Lizzie.
Yeah.
It literally just came out. When I saw it, I even thought about maybe getting it for myself, and I'm like, no, stop. I was gonna say hammer time, but that was so cheesy. That would have been so cheesy. Oh my gosh, where is Dominic? We need Dominic in the chat so that he can so we can get encouraged to sing. Anyway, I considered it because he was such a cute plush. It's the perfect mix of Mickey with Walt. So I
Yeah.
considered it, but I'm like, you know what? I can't. No, just I
Yeah.
just got the pin advent calendar too. Like that thing was expensive. And I used a 20% off coupon for Disney Visa card holders, and I had free shipping. So it was a lot cheaper, but still it was just a little over 200 bucks. So I can't really justify spending more money. It would be lovely, but I didn't get it. So good morning, VDF. Thanks so much for joining us this morning or afternoon, if it's afternoon where you live. We still have so much more to talk about, and we're about 40 minutes into the stream. So we'll see if we can just kind of put everything together there. Talking about D23, we did have another D23 pin release announcement. I'm going to share my screen real quick. So apologies again if I am like staring into space right now. All right, let me know if we can see it.
Yeah.
All right. So this is going to be released tomorrow at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern on Shop Disney. So it's going to be another one of these D23 pin releases where you have to have your membership linked to your Shop Disney account. Typically, everything kind of links anyway. And it's going to be early 2000. It is a 6-pin set, and it's going to be $59.99, so $60. I don't collect Fantasia, so I will not be getting the spin set. I do think it's really cute, but just not something that I collect. What do you think, Lizzie?
It is really cute. I mean, I'm like you, I don't collect Fantasia. I've just got, Sorcerer Mickey, I've got the key. Thank you, Joe. Pop Pioneer's just got the plush for me.
Oh, that's sweet. Oh, look at that. Well, thanks, Joe.
That is going to be my Christmas present to myself. I tend to like buy myself something around Christmas. Like
yeah.
the one year I bought myself a Kindle. I've had that about 3-4 years now because I've noticed that the case is like really, really broken. So I might need to get a new case for it, but that can wait. A plush is more important than the Kindle case. But yeah, I don't really collect Fantasia. They did a Fantasia Sum set years ago that was a D23 exclusive, and I just didn't get it because I really I like parts of it, but because it's more of like a package film, some of it doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah, I was just looking at all these requests from Coffee Madness, from Carrie, from McDorks, even in Spanish. I don't know. I think it's Lizzie's turn. I sang last time.
Absolutely not.
I don't know, you guys. What do you guys think? Is it Lizzie's turn? Let us know. So yeah, that's another pin set that is coming out tomorrow. So if you guys are D23 members, or if you know someone that is and you collect Fantasia, that pin set is coming out tomorrow. We also had some surprise pins being released last week. So we are having more of these LE pins being released at the parks, not on Shop Disney like we were basically seeing for most of the year. It looks like these pins are just kind of like surprise release, because when we are seeing the flyers now for the pins, they don't have like a release date like they used to say, like November 30th, December like 3rd, like they don't have a date anymore. So they're kind of like surprise releases. So I'm going to share actually Disney Pins blog, which I love, following Disney Pins blog on Instagram, and also on just really the website itself, because we're keeping up with all the releases. So okay, you guys can see the page, right?
Yeah.
So we had these are the pins for the week of November 15th through the 21st. Typically they release on Thursdays at the park. So in Walt Disney World, we had the new Disney Park Cruisers. This one is a Buzz Lightyear. It is early of 2000, retail price $17.99. So actually it looks like starting November 18 at Disney World. So it was just released this past Wednesday.
I think
it's really cute. I don't collect Toy Story, and I'm not collecting this series, but I do have the Haunted Mansion of this series, and I do have the People Mover of this series because I thought those were really cool pins. I won't be trying to get this one, but I think it's really cool. Now we also have some Disneyland exclusive releases. On Thursday, we had the new Windows of Magic. This one featured Snow White. Now, I know that these pins have been really popular. Do you remember seeing some of these releases before, Lizzie?
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head who they've done, but I remember this style. I didn't know that they were Disneyland exclusive. The problem with them being on the website, sorry, the problem with them being on the website is you just assume that, they're available at both parks. Like, were you collecting these? Have you got to try and find like a Disneyland pickup?
Right. So no, luckily not. We do have I want to say it's a Jack Skellington, one of the window I think he's a Windows of Evil. I don't know if he's Windows of Evil or Windows of Magic. Oh my god, it's terrible that I don't know that because it's actually not my pin. It's Dirk's pin. He actually has that pin. He mainly got it as a trader, but now it's just kind of part of his collection somewhere. So no, we have not been collecting these. If they do come out with a Bell one, like I
Oh
hashtag
no.
need need. But this, even though I don't collect Snow White, I think this pin is really pretty. I love all the detail, the little birdie on top, the apple that she's holding. Even her
I
eyes look really pretty.
I
Um,
agree with Christian though. Her neck looks like bigger than it should.
Yeah, I think it's because it's supposed to look like one of those windows at like a church, that they have like these like special like cause I know there's a name for
Yeah,
that.
stained glass windows.
Yeah, there you go. It's my ESL coming through. So yeah, so I think it's because of that's what it's supposed to look like, stained glass. So that's why she looks kind of funny. But nonetheless, I think it's a really, really pretty pin. I just don't collect it. And, then I would have to find someone to do a pickup for me. But otherwise, I mean, I think it's a really pretty pin. Now, we also had some shared releases this week. We had the new trading cards pin.
I like that one.
Yeah, this one was released starting on Tuesday of last week. It's LE 4017.99. And it's cool because you never really see Kim Possible.
No, not at all.
So this one is a really cool one, and I like this chair at the bottom. I think it's really cool because, yeah, hopefully they're gonna bring back some of these older characters. It'd be really cool to see Lizzie McGuire
Yeah. I
in
still
one of.
need to get that like open edition pin of her. I don't have that one.
Yeah, I don't have that one either. When I saw, I was like, oh, that's a really cool pin because I used to watch Lizzie McGuire too. But I do think this is a really fun pin that they came out with, and this one, Lizzie, which I'm probably sure you saw. Right? Did you see this one?
Laura got it for me. It's on the way tomorrow.
So yeah, I was like, Lizzie's got to know about this one. So this one is really cool. It was available starting Wednesday. It is LE 5000, which is great because it makes it more accessible
Yeah.
to people that collect Walt. 17.99. I think it's a really pretty pin. I love that Tinkerbell is kind of like just spreading some like pixie dust there. So I think it's a really cute pin.
Interesting fact, last year's Walt Disney Day pin was 4,500. So they have actually increased the size.
Yeah, and that is good. Yeah, I didn't really look into that. It's a good thing. I'm sure you would know that because you are collecting these pins. So yeah, I do like that they're increasing the LE size. I think that definitely helps collectors, especially collectors that were having a great time getting their pins on the website. Now they have to find someone at the parks. So just make sure that it's more available to people. So I think that it's a cool thing that they increase the size on this one. Now this pin I want. I am gonna see. I was debating on whether to ask Laura or not to get this for me. I was thinking, well, maybe once I go next month, if it's still available, I'll try to grab it. I don't know. I'm still on the fence. I don't know what I want to do with this one because I have been getting the countdown pins for the last couple years. So I don't know. I do think it's really pretty. It is a mini jumbo pin. And then it is LE 4000, retail price 34.99. It was available starting this past Tuesday. I think it's really pretty how they incorporated the castle in the back, and Mickey is
Yeah.
dressed up as like Santa Mickey in a way. And I think is that supposed to be Rudolph? I don't see a red nose in there. But I think it's a really cute pin. I really like the color scheme on this, and you can see there's like a number 2 here, and how you can kind of like move the numbers, the countdown to Christmas. So I really like it. LE 4000. These tend to be a pretty good size. There's a picture of the pin by itself. So I want that pin. I don't know. I kind of want it. Laura, if you're
Where would
still
you
here.
display it? Like, would
Huh?
you display it with your Christmas pins or castle pins? Because it kind of crosses over.
I think Christmas pins. It's funny, I was thinking that I need to get more pin boxes because I recently did a video just filling out these two pin boxes that I had gotten, and they're pretty much full. So I need to get more. And then I have a pin box that was just, or a display box that was just for my holiday pins. And that's completely full. So I'll probably just start another holiday board and put that one in there. And I really like it. So Laura, if you're here, I might ask you to get that for me too. I
I
did
think
ask.
she's gone to the grocery store.
Okay, so I'll text her.
Okay.
And then here, this is another pin that I asked her to get me if she sees it. This is the new cereal boxes pin. It features chip. My goodness, it's the 11th
Oh.
release in the cereal boxes. This pin is early of 4,017.99. It was available starting on Thursday at Walt Disney World. And I think it's so cute. Chip is adorable. And then you see on the inside of the pin, it looks like it's their enchanted rose right there. And I really like it. I think these releases are so cute, which is another reason why I kind of decided to not get the plush because there are all these pins that keep on coming out that I'm like, need, need, need. So I
Yeah.
kind of draw the line somewhere. And good morning, Jolly Holiday with Mary. Thanks so much for joining us. Important thing is that you made it. Woo woo. We really appreciate that you are here with us this morning or
I think
afternoon.
I
I
think
keep
collecting at the moment is a bit like you've got to work out what your priorities are. So for me, it's plush. Like I don't mind how many wishables I've got to buy, but certain pins I have to leave. It's just wall pins that I'm really not leaving at the moment. And like with you, you would prioritize pins, but that's difficult because there's so many, so you've got to prioritize which pins. Like, I've got like a little wish list of plushes that I still haven't bought on Shop Disney, but I just kind of leave it for if there's a pin, if there's a key that I need to spend £20 for. So they all just kind of sit there because they're not like high priority kind of thing.
Yeah. Eric, it's great that you are going to Disneyland Griswold style. Well, have fun. You have to definitely do a vlog about that. I see that we keep on getting requests to sing. Lizzie, I did see that you sang in the chat. Sang in the chat. And let me see. We got a request. Even Eric, that you can
I
hum
don't
or
even
anything.
hum though, to be fair.
Maybe next time we'll do something. Oh my goodness, that is too funny. And yes, I do think your tree is adorable, so I do agree with Mary.
The only
Um,
problem is it's in like a really dark part of my room. Like there's a light there and there's a light there, but there isn't a light here. So like now it's getting really dark here and like I'm kind of like going into darkness. You can really tell that it's like afternoon here and morning there.
yeah, well, I also have a light right here and a light right here. So even if it's like midnight, I have two like big spotlights right here. But I wanted to ask you, do you have lights on that tree?
I don't know. There's an outlet there, so I could if I wanted to. It's just I'm too lazy to like turn them on every day. I could have just got a pre-lit tree, I suppose.
That's
But
what
I
we have.
also usually have candles on at night, so I think like lights and a candle would be a bit too much.
Okay, I can see that. So there's one more pin that was released last week. This was another jumbo pin, and this one was a surprise. So let me see if I can share my page again real quick. It's a pin that I think actually you would like a lot. Can you
I
can
saw
you
someone selling this, and I had no idea where it had come from.
So it looks like this was released on Thursday at Disneyland for the 65th anniversary. It's the partner statue with Sleeping Beauty Castle in the background.
I
I
would have
think
got that if I knew about it, but all I saw of it was somebody selling it for like $43.
was that shipped? Do you know?
Yeah, but shipped within the US, so it didn't really help me
Mm,
much.
I see, because it looks like it's early 2000, 34.99, so $35 if you want to round up. So I mean, I guess $43, with shipping is not horrible. I mean, I know that people that do pickups, they do gotta make a profit somehow. So they probably get, the AP discount or some sort of discount. So it's worth it for them to do pickups. But I don't think at 43 is horribly priced, I guess. If you were to purchase it regular price with any discounts, it sounds fairly reasonable. Um,
Yeah.
but I think it's a really cute pin. I didn't ask for anyone to do a pickup for me because, again, I'm just like you said, priorities with my collection. So, I mean, there's so much more that I still want to get. That I think I would rather get the countdown pin instead of the partner statue at this point. I'm also just like you, still looking for the Funko Pop that's coming out. Um, and I think I had told you I had heard somewhere that the rumor was that it's gonna come out the first week in December. So I every time I log on to Shop Disney, I always search for Funko just in case it dropped because the Funkos tend to drop at midnight. They don't tend to drop at 10 a.m.
Oh,
So
really?
midnight, California, 3 a.m. for me.
Oh,
So that's how it's been when I've gotten Funkos before from Shop Disney, like Funkos that I was kind of waiting for, like the Victor Geist Funko Pop that dropped at midnight. But it's typically not like right on the dot, so maybe like 15-20
yeah.
minutes later
Yeah.
or so. So I'll be up until like 3:30 in the morning waiting. So
Oh,
if we
no.
do hear that it's coming out on a specific day, we'll definitely talk about it. I follow dis.pops on Instagram. They do or he does a great job. Keeping up with all these Funko news. So that's definitely a great account to follow if you kind of want to keep track of new Funko releases and all that good stuff. So yeah, we're getting close to the hour. Lizzie, do you have anything else that you want to share? Any other rumors about some upcoming wishables? Maybe.
We've still got the Aladdin ones that I showed last week that are a Make a
Yes.
Wish. They have been rumoured to be released on the 2nd of December, which is this coming Wednesday. I don't think I'll get those. I quite like the genie, but I have just dropped like $80 to $90 on the Inside Out Wishables. I've still got Christmas presents to get. I've got my mum and dad's, but I haven't got Joe's. Still got one box swap on the go, so I don't think I'll get the Aladdin ones. But sadly, that might mean that there's no Christmas release this year because the Christmas Wishables last year were like highly sought after. I never got to complete the set because they sold out so quickly. So it's a bit sad that there's no Christmas set this year.
Do you have any of those Christmas wishables with you, like handy, so we can kind of have an idea of what they look like?
I'm just gonna. I might as well just unplug my computer. You're coming on a
Okay.
little journey with me.
You should totally
So,
sing. This is the time, Lizzie.
so those two. It's those two, that one, and there was a reindeer that I
I'm gonna
missed.
make you full screen so we can see it a little better. All right, here we
So
go.
this one's like a little, and then you've got Santa Mickey, a snowman, and a soldier, and then there was a reindeer, and I didn't get the reindeer, and now people sell those for like $100 each. So I don't have them actually for legal reasons.
Okay. um,
Nobody break into my house.
well, I love how you have everything so organized in your room. I kind of felt bad asking you to be like, "Oh, where is it?" But like, all right, let me just break my beautiful display.
It's because, funnily enough, I put out all of my Christmas plush yesterday. So the sofa is all my Christmas plush as well, which I'm actually really, really proud of. If it wasn't so dark over there, I'd probably show that as well. But the Wishables are quite handy because obviously with those shelves, they just kind of like just slot in and they're fine on their own like that.
Yeah, I mean, you do a great job displaying all of your collectibles. I try. I need more like display boxes for my pins, and I gotta figure out something with my pops because I have a lot of pops just kind of like sitting on the floor, like stacked on top of each other. Because I gotta figure out where to put them because here, oh, wrong side. Anyway, so most of my pops are there, but I have to kind of push them back so I can like put some more in front and fit everything in there. I'm probably making everybody nauseous by doing this. Um, but so I gotta figure out a better way to display all my pops, so they're not just kind of like sitting on the floor. But with that said, we are pretty much at the hour. We do want to wish everybody that's celebrating Thanksgiving to have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And we kind of wanted to close the stream with just us kind of sharing what we're thankful for this year. Just something quick. If you guys want to share what you're thankful for on the chat too, definitely be our guest, be our guest, be our guest. There you go. There's my singing for today. So yeah, I mean, if you want to start, Lizzie, we can, or I can start.
Yeah, I can start. I mean, obviously, I'm thankful for all the great friends I've made here and, being your partner channel and everything. But, like, I think in the time of, COVID, I'm just very, very grateful that my family and my immediate friends are all safe. Like, it's been such a scary time, especially the past month here, because everything's getting so much worse when it was supposed to be getting better. So I'm just very thankful that everyone I love is safe.
Yeah, I agree. I have to kind of like echo on what you're saying. I mean, I'm definitely thankful for that, that the people that I love, my family, my friends, everybody is safe. Even we had some family members on Dirk's side of the family that were sick earlier in the year, and I'm glad everybody's doing well. So yeah, I'm definitely thankful that everybody's doing well. I'm thankful for yeah, all of our health. Um I'm thankful for, YouTube. It sounds really corny and cliche in a way, but like because of YouTube, I've been able to meet such wonderful people. Lizzie, you and I have like super connected this year.
Yeah.
Like you're like definitely one of my closest friends. So, I'm really thankful for our friendship and the fact that, YouTube has, provided such a wonderful platform to just really engage with each other and connect with us as creators and with everybody in the chat, which I'm pretty sure mm, most of the people in the chat are creators as well. But we've been
Yeah.
able to also connect with people like like Carrie, everybody that's here. Everybody's been so wonderful. I'm really grateful for the Disney and Funko community. It this year has been really crazy, and I'm thankful that we've all been able to keep our sanity
Yeah.
with this crazy year. Of course,
I mean, I wouldn't say I've completely kept my sanity.
most of it. Most of
Most of
it.
it.
Yeah, so we're thankful for that, and, we're, of course, thankful to have a roof over our heads, and, it's been a crazy year, but, in the end, I feel like there's always a rainbow at the end of the storm, so I'm really thankful for health, for family, for friends, for YouTube. I do see that we have some people sharing, what they're thankful for. Carrie, thankful for all you guys in this chat. I've loved joining the online Disney community. Yes, Carrie, we're thankful for you and everybody that's joined our little family here. Eric, thankful for my mom who is battling cancer. Prayers to you and your
Yeah.
family and your mom. Coffee madness. Thankful for whoever invented French fries. They
I'll
are
second that.
they are really good. I like French fries with like ketchup or barbecue sauce. I actually prefer them with barbecue sauce, I think. Um, and yeah, I mean, everybody that's here, thankful. Meg Doris Christian said earlier, thankful to have met you all. So, yes, we're gonna end this chat probably all teary-eyed by the time that we wrap up. But yeah, we definitely want to make sure that you guys knew that we appreciate all of you guys, that we're really thankful, that we hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. And if you don't celebrate it, you still, hope you guys have a great week. And we'll see you actually before we wrap up. Lizzie, what do you have coming up in your channel? Almost forgot about that part. You see, I'm like, oh, like here, like hugs and kisses and rainbows, and I forgot about that. What do you have coming up in your channel?
So this is my last week before Vlogmas, so I'm kind of like trying to enjoy not having a video every single day. So Tuesday is my final pop in a box. I talked to McDorks about this, about me wanting to potentially just pause it for a little bit, to save some money and also to wait until my wish list actually comes in stock because they're all on pre-order right now. So that's my final pop in the box, and then Friday is my November favourites, and then on Saturday Day Tripping Disney has put together a collaboration celebrating Disney small shops, which I think is really important, especially with what's going on right now. Small businesses are struggling to cope, so I think it's really good that we're all coming together to get some business for these small shops. What about you, Mel?
So I am doing that same collaboration. I'm a little behind with my filming. Hashtag procrastination. Oh my gosh, this is the thing. We've been doing that at work a lot. Every time we talk, we're like hashtag this, and now we just kind of stuck with me. Anyway, so I am part of that same collaboration on Saturday. So I do have some shops in mind that I do definitely want to highlight. They're all very different shops, which is I think is really cool because everybody does something different. Um, Also, we have this pin loop going on. It started on the 20th. It was created by Susan Twinkling Beauty. So every day we have a new channel that is opening the box with the pin loop. Basically, we had this pin folio or a pin book with traders in there, and then we were sending the book to the next person in the loop so everybody could trade, and we were also sending gift pins to the following person in the loop. I started the loop on the 20th, and then the second day was Leah over at Urban Leah LM. Today's video is on Disney Jazz's channel. So it does have a giveaway. So make sure that you're subscribed to all the channels as a public subscriber. Like and comment on the videos which one out of the pins they received as a gift was your favorite. So that way you are able to be put into the giveaway. So definitely make sure you look at that. Also this week, I have oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank. I have a video on the new Disney Castle collection. I got the pin and the ornament, so that's coming out on Wednesday. That was Snow White, and I thought it was really, really pretty. So I'll be talking about that on Wednesday. And then tomorrow, like my days are like all out of order. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be on Mac Dorks Pop's channel at 9 p.m. So we're gonna do like a Friendsgiving type of like live stream. So I'm excited for that tomorrow. And then on Sunday, I have Year of the Year again. I can't really say what the theme is. So you're gonna have to like tune in on Sunday. That video goes up at 10 a.m. Disney World time, so Eastern time. So with that said, again, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. And hey, Big Country Time, thanks so much for joining us. Everybody has a lovely Sunday, a wonderful week, and a happy Thanksgiving. And we'll see you next Sunday on Lizzie's channel.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.